England and Wales, goodness gracious me, 68 points to 14. England have done what they needed to do in terms of putting themselves in the driver's seat for the Six Nations. The ball is now in France's court. France need to get a win to win the Six Nations. England are top of the log for now. Boy, did they do what they need to do, and then some. 68 points to 14. It's a record score over Wales. Matt Sherratt's time with Welsh rugby as interim coach has come to an end that he wouldn't have wanted to see. You felt like going into this one, man, if there's a game where Wales are going to get up to break this losing run, it's England at home. You know, in Cardiff they were so good against the Irish, but goodness me, it's a record loss. We'll go through some of the key events and the stats, but it's mainly going to be talking about some English tries because there were a lot of those. Their kicking game was good. Their breakdown work is phenomenal. The English guys, they have so many good loose forwards in England. And, they got some slick backs as well. A couple of games in a row where England have really shown under Steve Borthwick that they can rack up some points. And it was a perfect start as well. I kind of highlighted in the preview that Wales's first quarter has been poor. They needed to get off to a good start. Well, they didn't get it. England ruthless from the start. Attacking line-out maul. Tom Curry close. Itoje next phase able to go over 7 points to 0. Wales maybe look to hit back, but they get a try TMO'd, unfortunately. And it was the first of many incidents which had a header involved. Blair Murray has a ball come off his head. He kind of scampers through for a try, but they ping Thomas Williams in front of the ball after a kind of long deliberation. So try gets chalked off, and then to add salt in the wound, not only the Wales get a try chalked off, but from the resulting scrum, England win a penalty. From that resulting penalty and that field position, England are able to get themselves into Wales's 22, get the ball wide to Roebuck, who is able to power over through the tackle of that man Blair Murray, rides the tackle well. Suddenly we're at 14 points to 0. And then England are just going through the work, man. They hold up Anscombe when he has a carry. Chessum steals a line out of Wales before he goes off injured. So England, had disruptions, but they still played well. I mean, got a little bit scrappy. Cowan-Dickie had to put in a tap tackle on, again, Blair Murray, who was unfortunate not to get himself on the board. If not for that tap tackle, he probably goes in. You get penalties conceded both ways. You do get eventually a Welsh try. Through Ben Tomos, who gets both of Wales's try this one. It's a great, taking advantage of English penalty conceded to get the maul going. And then Thomas Williams picked out Ben Thomas well, who was on a good line. So 7 points to 14 is still game on. But Wales don't exit. It's great kind of high energy stuff from England to charge down the attempted exit play of Anscombe. And then Wales go through a bunch of phases on defence. England on attack, get the ball to Roebuck in the air. He is such a big unit of a man. He is a hard man to stop in that area. Then they get it left to Freeman, who's able to go over the try. So pretty much a walk-in for Freeman in the midfield for this one. 21 points to 7. So, punished for a lack of exit. And the punishment goes on. Earl wins a penalty at the breakdown. This is, again, the loose forwards are phenomenal for England. More pressure on Wales in their own half. They go through the hands. Cunningham-South gets one, 28 points to 7. And then here's where we get our first header for England. The ball goes forward, wickedly forward off Ellis Genge's head. And they rule that there's no knock-on from Itoje in the build-up to it. So Stewart is able to get himself on the board in a nice wee bit of play for England. So 33-7. Pretty emphatic halftime score. Turnovers won is 3-1. So England are just so good at that area. Possession and territory edge their way England, but not hugely so. Run meters is 178 to 115 England. And like I said, England with their ability to just send the balls up for Elliot, Daly to Roebuck. These guys are quite happy to contest in the air, go through the hands when they need to, run direct when they need to. It's impressive stuff. Wales bring on a new front row to start the second half. They immediately get pinged at scrum time, so it's not really the change that Matt Sherratt would have wanted from them. But credit to Blair Murray. That guy chases everything. He was kind of unlucky not to get another one. Chance he had multiple try-scoring opportunities in the game. Could have got a hat-trick in another game, but doesn't end up with any. But, he was kind of causing a bit of havoc when he was able to kind of get his foot to ball or just chase kicks. But, Wales apart from the Blair Murray chances, really did have a decent period at the start of the second half of possession and territory. They probably should have at least scored one where they had an overlap, but Ellis, relatively inexperienced at test level, kind of tries to half take the gap and then throw them. I don't want to say a miracle offload. The offload was on, but it ends up getting knocked on. But he had two guys outside him and I think two English defenders. So if you just draw and pass, you're probably going in the corner. You're still 33-7 down. I'm not saying it's going to make a difference, but it would have been nice for them to score that one. But yeah, I mean, good tackle from Finn Smith on me. Ellis, not me, but yeah, good defence from England, hold them out. And then England get their second header going, which really opens the floodgates. Maybe that is the moment that kind of broke, I don't want to say broke the spirit of the side, but like, as I said, Wales started the second half with a lot of possession and territory, but when we get the header from kind of Elliot Daly from a, was it Jarrod Evans pass? They're able to hoof it through and then Mitchell's able to go over for the try. It becomes 40-7, and then there's just try after try after try for England. Henry Pollock gets one on debut. He ends up with two. I mean, they're just squeezing the life out of Wales. He finishes on the right wing. It's a great pass from George Ford, who's come on. We're at 47-7. Turnover ball, and then England bring up the 50 with Joe Hayes finishing it off, who had Will Stewart and Joe Hayes scoring both tries in this game. Yeah, it was, I don't know, pretty nice offload from Tom Willis as the final kind of try assist for that one from the deck. 54-7. Swing low, Sweet Chariot. Rings out for many times, but that one's maybe the loudest up until this point. Wales do get a consolation one through Ben Tomos on 77 minutes, who does run a quite nice line to make it 54-14. But England have still got two more in them, and there's only 3 minutes to go. Forward with the inside ball to Pollock for his double, and then Cunningham-South powers over for his double, both in the last couple minutes. So, goodness gracious me. 68 points to 14. Like, England were the favourites, but England were not 68 points to 14 favourites. That is a massive, massive one. So, like I said, France know what they have to do. Ball is in their court. England did their bit without flinching. Ruthless from England. If you're an England fan, you'd be pleased to see that, because Borthwick gets a lot of stick for playing kind of boring rugby and, you know, negative rugby. But I know it's against Wales and Italy, and the fixtures list for England kind of got progressively easier throughout the Six Nations, but they've shown they've got it in the locker. And it's a mixture of try scorers. You've got locks and props and outside backs, Lucy's all getting on the board. So very, very pleasing. Clean break 7-5 England. Turnovers 1-4-1 England. Kicks from hand 33-24 England. Ben Earl 13 from 13 tackles, 46 metres. Roebuck 43 metres. Ben Curry gets man of the match. Bunch of tackles, bunch of carries. I mean, Jenkins made 15 from 16. Blair Murray had over 100 metres, but not to be for the Welsh. If you want an England rugby jersey, England Rugby Store's got them on special. They're doing 40 quid jerseys, which is cheaper than most jerseys sell for, no matter where you buy them. So, link down in the description to England Rugby Store. If you want to get a jersey, if you're an England fan, it's probably time to celebrate. But hey, we got one more match to go. I'll be watching that one very shortly. You guys let us know your thoughts on this one. Well done, England. Commiserations, Wales. Maybe Gats is the happy man after this one saying, see? But anyway, take care, folks. Talk to you again soon. See you later.